on vacation.
Yeah, exactly.
Shame on you, man. I needed a spud bar, and somebody stole my spud bar. I can't believe that.
We have to turn that water off.
I can do it. That way we can. I'll turn it back on when you're at the spot.
Yep, when we're at that belly. Yeah, there was no trap in this one for him to have to push that camera through. So
yeah, that's
if
good.
it was tied into sanitary, it would stink like shit right here.
It would come out at you. Well, at least they did it the proper way back in the 70s.
Yep.
I find a lot of shit that's not kind of shaky in this building. I don't know if the inspector wasn't looking, or he looked, and back in the day, he got away with a lot of shit.
Well, I have heard, I haven't witnessed it, I've heard people talk about doing it. They'll get the inspector out there, it's set up one way. Once that inspector leaves, it gets kind of changed and covered up before.
They got the permit?
Yeah. I've heard stories like that. I haven't actually witnessed it, but I've heard people talking about it.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it happened here. You're talking the good old days back in the...
Good handshake with right in it. Went a long way.
And a little bit of grease in the palm, maybe. Hell, I called out here. This is no kidding. I called sewer district. And I said, I'd like to see where my building is tied into the sewer. The sanitary. And they said, let me take a look. He looked, got back on the phone, and he said, we don't have records of that street up here. We lost a lot of our records on South Broadway from the corner all the way down. I said, so you can't tell me where the building's tied in to the sewer?
Y'all got lost manholes.
Absolutely.
That's kind of scary.
That is. What's wrong?
I was trying to remember back to a guy I used to work with when I was at the other company, and because I remember him talking about it. It was before I started there, and I've been doing this for 26 years. But I was trying to think where because I could have swore he told me which way this one went out, or at least part of it.
At the corner down there. It makes sense. But I thought I was at one time running this sewer line straight out and tie into the sanitary out there.
Yeah.
And he's like, no. You don't have plans, but you're telling me no. Okay.
That's crazy. That I mean, at least he's honest. Like, we don't have those records anymore.
I can't.
Well, I have run across, it's been more on residential, but I have run into instances where they've had the city out there. City said it goes over here, and once I get there and get to unstopping it and all this, no, it don't go there.
Yeah.
There's one over off of Menifee, Kramer, kind of in that area. They told her that she just bought the house, that it came right out here. They marked where the location was. No, that was the location for the apartment building 2 doors to the right. Hers and this house, their bathrooms were both basically 5 foot apart, right on the side of the house. This one came over to here, tied into this one, and went under the addition that had been built on, through the backyard, through the apartment's backyard, and tied in on, it was on a street over here. When it
yeah, building's over. Boy, that's awful.
And she just bought the house, so. A little bit of water right there is holding, but turn the water back on and see if we can kind of get it to clear up.
Yep.
All right, man. Well, that sounds great.
But so far, I haven't seen any breaks or anything like that. It's kind of hard to see under that water. It could have a small one, but if it's holding water, I would kind of think that it's not wanting to leak out.
Yeah. I'd leave this section right here go, and then I would just cut it here, come out there around that, take a peek at it, and slope it back down and join it together somehow, somehow. Because you see where disconnect was the cutting,
Yeah.
and I don't think it needs to be cut all the way out here.
Actually, I'll put a little market green paint, because I should be back inside of that. Turn the locator back on.
Yep.
What's the white stuff?
Sediment and junk just floating in the, yeah. That's why once this water should start to move around. Definitely looks funky on the ground though. Of it, whatever.
That's about where you're at?
Pull back, yep.
And you think that could be the belly? Yeah.
Right there, it seems like almost lifted up or turned. It's doing something right there, kind of. The water just got to it, Shannon. Give it 1 second. I just went in a spot I could see. You're good now. This looks like the dirt junk on the bottom. Nothing crazy. It seems like it did a turn underwater, or started to. Something right there. It's more like 2 feet, sorry. Maybe 2.5.
Side out of it?
I don't know. Let's see if you can see it, I mean, with the locator on. That's why I'm not sure what that is. It looks like a clump of like rock, right? I mean,
Yeah, it's just chunk concrete.
It's a chunk of
Yeah,
yeah.
concrete.
That's what it kind of looks like, but.
Is that where I was located?
That's where you were head.
Get the side of it away.
Double check.
Yeah, just put a little circle around it, that same spot I've already marked.
Yeah.
Looks like you're just a piece of like concrete laying right in the center. Movement, I mean, it's not
Yeah.
like it's dropping.
It'd probably drop down,
That's
got pushed.
That's what I was thinking.
Because I saw pepper.
Seems like every camera I've been doing, I've had to be doing what you're doing right now.
Hey, Aaron, you copy? I am already. Hey, are you,
Like an HD-30 movie. Bunch of rock right there.
don't get your camera wedged in between the pipe and the rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty good chunk. You know what? They replaced this before. I don't know if you were still with Cincinnati about 20 years ago, 15, 20 years ago.
I wasn't with Disconnect. I was with Roto-Rooter before they went downhill.
Yeah, they went on ahead and replaced this basin.
Okay.
And Bobby, the little guy, he said he was down in the hole, and he remembers it well because he got the short end of the stick that day.
I was gonna say he was probably one of the newer ones at this point.
So they probably could have washed a bunch of shit down
I
there.
was gonna say, and then you get
And then it's wide open. Yeah.
just laying in here, so
Yeah. So
I was
that's-
just trying to let it clear up to make sure I didn't see kind of a spot in the bottom.
Where it's
But
What's
yeah,
going on over?
There was gunshots in my house. They're not here, but it's loud enough where I could hear them last night.
That's always a welcoming thing.
Yeah, there's like 10 of them though. Like clearly not someone like taking a shot, like being stupid, like a kid, but like someone. Yeah, that's why someone probably got attacked, unfortunately. But the world's crazy.
either you got some stupid person out there that just some of them will just start shooting them up in the air.
That's why. That's what I was hoping. It was just when it kept going. That's when I was like, huh.
Well, they go straight up in the air like, hey, you don't know.
They can. The people would get. I've
still
read
can
about
get-
those war stories. That's scary. Bullet come dropping down out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's actually already into a bigger line.
That's what I was saying.
Going across
It
through
converts
here.
to a big line and then does it again.
It's just,
6-inch line?
yeah, it looks
That's
like
a
it's,
6-inch line that ran all the way across.
yeah. Because I'm tying into the side of it right here.
So that's good news that there's not any issues so far.
It's really only 4 inch for a short amount of distance too.
What, it goes 4 inches to 6?
Yeah, I'm thinking it's 6, 5, 6. It's hard for me to always tell 5 and 6 on looking at it, but I know the other one it's dropped to's got to be like an 8 or 10. It's big. Whenever it only like tries to sit on the side. get him the remote control car. I think he earned it. The camera is like on a little car head, and that way you can actually turn it up stuff.
These basically tied in right there.
Okay. And then this one has been abandoned. So this mine's been water goes down that way. So it goes that way. And
The good news, it looks like the water is just only naturally flowing, which is good. It's not any backing pushing.
okay. Well, that's good news.
Yeah, everything, I didn't see any breaks or anything.
That's awesome, dude. Thank you. I just can't go on vacation with the spud bar anymore.
We all have iron diggers. Mine was like your spud bar, was lost and forgotten.
Then I said, he's on vacation. I said, Steve got the spud bar?
We all do.
Everybody's supposed
I was
to have
gonna say
one.
everyone. I was calling it the iron digger. You were calling it the spud bar, but yeah, that. I didn't know that's just maybe technical term.
Yes, it is.
Depends on where you're brought up.
Yeah. So we were talking about,
Hey, when you're married to that son of a bitch for 8 hours a day, like I've been in my past life, you'll call it just hell.
I was gonna say you got to admit to talk about the same tool at least.
Yeah.
I was like, I normally have an iron digger, but it's gone. Like it.
I thought Cameron was the best thing in the world. Until I had to do about 60 feet of driveway.
So I start pulling it back.
Yeah, you don't pull the rest of it back. It's super. I still have to pull it through here. Located.
Yep.
So I learned quickly I didn't enjoy it.
Yeah, it's rough on the shoulders.
Oh, yeah. All right, that's good news, brother. So this compression could be from just the truck moving and cracking. Probably that crack right there is just
Once
down
it starts cracking, it's just a little bit more, and then it'll cause a crack somewhere else.